Imagine a K-pop group from a smaller agency not only competing against the industry giants, but topping the charts with hits that they wrote and produced themselves? It's crazy, right? Well, here's the rise of G-idle. I-DLE. I-DLE is a group under Cube Entertainment, and for those that don't know, Cube has made headlines many times for being sued or criticized by its own idols. And I-DLE saw this firsthand. When they were ready to debut, Cube just didn't have a song for them. So Soyeon took matters into her own hands by writing and producing a song herself. That song was La Ta Ta. The song blew up on YouTube with nearly 6 million views in the first week. They even went on to perform the song in Times Square. And when Han released just a few months later, it topped domestic charts but also peaked number 2 on the US Billboard World Digital Songs chart. And song after song, hit after hit, I-DLE managed to conquer the music charts with hits that were all written by the group's rapper, Soyeon. But make no mistake, I-DLE has not been without criticism or controversy. See, I-DLE is constantly being accused of being culturally ignorant, from henna tattoos in the first video to their appearance on Queendom. People were upset with the way Soyeon told Yuqi to sing in a deeper voice to achieve an African style. She further suggested they incorporate African instruments into their performance, calling it ethnic hip. Then the Muslim community took issue when G-idle performed at the Golden Disc Awards using this mosque as a backdrop. So much so that I found a Change.org petition against Cube Entertainment for this very reason. And quoting the petition, dancing around a place of worship is blasphemous. Meanwhile, they caused a stir in China when the girls showed up wearing these Chinese-inspired outfits. The issue was in the use of the Chinese silk fabric, but this just added on to the disappointment of the fans following a controversy in which Soyeon had over 37 seconds of lines. Shuhua only got 3.9. In the wake of these issues, Chinese fan clubs announced they would no longer be ordering the group's album, and if things couldn't get any worse for I-DLE, rumors on social media began to spread, alleging that one of their members, Soojin, had bullied a former classmate in middle school. And this was a pretty big deal at the time because there was a rise in similar cases throughout the industry. The public was really quite upset. Unfortunately, Soojin ended up leaving the group, even though it would come out that she was found not guilty by the school's violence committee. And actually, she was discovered to be a victim of school bullying herself. Come on, Cube. Needless to say, I-DLE was going through some tough times. In the aftermath of all of this, the group decided to take an extended hiatus. Minnie, Yuqi, Shuhua all returned back to their homelands, and the girls kind of spent some time working on solo projects. So for 14 long months, the future of I-DLE was kind of in the hands of uncertainty. But rising from the ashes stronger, better, determined, I-DLE finally returned with their first full-length album, I Never Die. Badass. I-DLE came back with fists of fury. Tomboy went on to top number 1 on the daily and top 100 charts of Melon, Genie, Bugs, YouTube, Vibe, Daily, Flows, iChart. That's what's known as a perfect all-kill. And later that year, New did the same thing. That's 2 perfect all-kills in 1 year. A first for any idol group since Twice did it back in 2016. I-FEEL just dropped with Queencard, and that pretty much catches us up to where we are today, with Queencard still sitting in the number 1 spot on Melon's top 100 1 month later. And Soyeon is the main songwriter, but I just want to point out that Minnie and Yuqi have both written and produced some of the group's tracks as well, so the whole group as a whole is just so badass. And I still have a lot to learn about I-DLE, but I just love the way these underdogs were able to rise through the ranks of the extremely competitive industry of K-pop, and the way they did it is just extremely inspiring. But one major question still remains. You guys need to help me out. Is it G-idle or I-DLE?